Ta-da! There we go. Okay. So here we are. We are going to be at. This is finals game 1 to be pays Evelynn child support versus. We're pretty much a big deal. And where did they finish the chat bans, man? No. Timo, Jump Bug, Cassidon, Obama Bug. I don't even want to know Confi. I don't even want to know. But this is the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament week number 54. 54-week streak. We haven't missed a day yet. We have perfect attendance. We should get a little certificate for that. Let's make one, Feedski. We should do that.
I'm down.
I wouldn't have perfect attendance. You would.
No, I've missed a couple. Some people have taken over for me.
Oh.
A couple weeks.
Well, the
It's
tournament
nice.
itself would somehow have perfect attendance.
Yes. No, we've run one every single weekend.
Yeah.
The tournament has perfect attendance. That's for sure.
I'm a slacker. I got sick one time. I got sick on my birthday weekend. That was the worst part. Like, I couldn't cast, but I couldn't do birthday stuff either, like go out or do anything. So I just kind of sat at home and, like, watched
That's
the
always
stream.
fun, right?
It was alright. I mean, I'm just so glad I didn't have to talk that day. Oh, man. That was a while ago. But yeah, it's kind of cool that we've been here for, DD website is down for a couple people, they say. I don't know if we can actually really check on that right now.
GG Webs, yeah, I can't really mess with that right now. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Feedski's administering the tournament right now, so we couldn't really check on that until afterward. That's an immature link. Hopefully that's cool. Oh my God, let's
That
check the
is
link.
the hosting for DD is hopefully that's in the process of moving because our current hosting has not been the best, to put it lightly.
It's alright. We're a work in progress.
Indeed.
Alright. Post the chat bans. Let's go. Yep. Yeah, it always starts out with little lightning bolts. I always wondered why that was. Okay, so chat bans. Did anyone catch them?
Oh Lord,
Did they post them in the chat?
that's an important part we
Like,
should probably look for
they
in the future.
usually collect them into a line, like a single
Yeah,
line.
that's usually what catches my eye.
But it looks like they didn't. They just posted the one after the other, after the other, after the other. Okay, so looking at these bans here, we have Kale and Elise being banned, and oh, that's right. They said Jump Bug and Timo and Cassidon. I know at least those.
Jump bug.
Jump
I like
Bug.
it. I like it.
All right, Jump Bug. Yeah, Jump Bug OP. Oh man, I just missed him. Okay, well. All right.
Wise
So
boy, yes, I'll do that, sir.
I will. Let's go. I'm gonna go over the bans this time, and I'll throw champs at you.
Sounds good.
Okay, so the first ban, Kha'Zix. You've seen what Kha'Zix can do a couple times in the tournament already. Kha'Zix has amazing single target damage. He can jump over walls that other people can't because of Evolve Leap. It's good times with that champion, and he can just burst people down so fast, man. It's really scary. Kha'Zix with Storm Shield, it's rough. You don't want to deal with it. You can kill him, but you're usually dead by then. He just front loads so much damage, it's completely unreal. Now, we're also seeing Jace being banned. Man, Jace, great long-range poke. You have to be careful of that. Good brawler, lots of movement speed, percent damage, good character all the way around. Cassidon, very difficult to deal with. It takes multiple synchronized crowd controls in order to be able to kill Cassidon. If you've got that level of coordination and you happen to have the right champions for it, yeah, you can limit what Cassidon can do. Most of the time, though, your comp is going to be missing some of that stuff. So, it's a thing. And it's easier to just ban Cast and have to deal with him because he has long duration silence, he has insane mobility, so you gotta watch out for that. Now, also, we are seeing, where is it at? Timo. Timo, very, very mobile champion, has very good map control, he has a blind, blinds are good, he has good movement speed, all around good character. If you can catch him, you can kill him, but because of the map control that he gives, it's really hard to get into a situation where you can die unless you're just playing going, I'm gonna take this risk. Timo can play very safe and very effective in games, and it's easier to ban than have to deal with that. Then we also have... Chat keeps scrolling. No, that was all 4 of those. Okay, in chat we have Kale. Kale is a character whose damage can get completely insane in late game because Kale's auto attacks become an AoE attack. Now, if you think of a character, like, think of a ranged AD carry. Now imagine they can shoot everyone at the same time. There you go, you have Kale. It's pretty scary. Thankfully, Kale is really easy to kill, but the fact that Kale is ranged and has a 2-second invincible means that you're going to take a ton of damage before Kale actually dies, and usually Kale's team can clean up afterward. Kale also makes a really good chase with Reckoning and her movement speed increase, so that's also something to watch out for that catches a lot of people off guard. Elise is a champion that's just hard to kill. She does a lot of damage. She has a stun. She has a repel to jump up into the air with and avoid attacks. She's got a short range hop gap closer. So she has a bunch of little maneuvering tricks in fights and can do a lot of damage. And she's just icky to deal with. She's just difficult to control. Not necessarily to the crazy amount that other things are. So Nidalee has the best poke in the game. I would have to say just easily the best poke in the game. And also brings a heal. Nidalee can poke people off of towers and give sustain to her entire team, which makes her really, really good. She's also surprisingly hard to catch. You gotta be careful of that. And Amumu being banned also. Lots of AoE damage. He has a stun, he has a snare, all sorts of that stuff going on. And percent damage. If you get a Blackfire Torch, that's percent damage with percent damage. It's rough. You don't want to have to deal with it. And Bandage tosses hit points. Not hit points. Cooldown.
Oh, gonna go ahead and interrupt.
Yeah?
Summer spells, bloggers.
Oh. Man.
I was a little too late.
No, it's okay. They still have plenty of time to shuffle.
A little too late.
They could just, they could still shuffle.
Exactly.
Every day I'm summoner spell shuffling.
Mm-hmm.
I remember before we did blockers when they would troll pick their summoner spells until the very end and then switch them at the last second. I missed that.
Yeah, and we were like, hey, these things that go over the spells would probably be a good idea.
I still want to make a summoner spell overlay that's actually just a bunch of fake summoner spells. That'll mess with some people.
I'll revive garrisons. I'll work on it.
It'll be cool. We'd have to make 10 of them because each time a champion comes up, we have to have the overlay there. Because if they saw all 10 at once, they'd know it was fake. But if it only showed up when the champion showed up, then ta-da. Yeah, we need we need 1, and then we need 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6 because there's 1, and then there's 2 appear, 2 appear, 2 appear, 2 appear, then 1 appears. So we need 6 of them. Yeah, we could do that. Let's troll the chat, man. Alright, let me finish talking about these bans and you can talk about the champs. Lulu, she makes her allies' hit points a lie. Just when you thought you were going to kill someone, Lulu happens. She's got a good slow, she has great health increase and shield for her allies. Just when you thought you were going to kill someone, Lulu happens. Their hit points go way up, they don't die, and your stuff's on cooldown, their stuff is not. They have a support, and you get slowed by Glitter Lance, and you're probably going to die. Unless you're going to J4 through a wall. You got to watch out for Lulu. It's easier to ban her than deal with her because there's no effective way to deal with her. If you try and burst her, she health increases herself. If you try and burst someone else and then get to her later, she health increases them. Just ban Lulu. Don't deal with her. And Evelynn, lastly. Evelynn is a mobile champion who can do a lot of spell damage and is just difficult to manage because she's a spammy little git that comes out of nowhere and kills you and your friends. Evelynn, not even once.
Not even once.
Look, Pays Evelynn Child Support is still in debt to her to this day. I mean, they're banning her even.
You know you don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, no. Please make spell blockers with the Caston portrait and Riftwalk icon. Oh man, why don't you talk about these picks here, Feedski?
Alright, so on the blue team, we have Infeed on Wukong. As I mentioned earlier, just a solid pick. He has Gap Closers with his E. He has Armor Shred with his Q. He has an AoE ultimate that is great for team fights. That alongside of Booberry's Leona, which I'm assuming he's going to play instead of Annie, but he can play both pretty well. Booberry's Leona also offers a lot of CC. Excuse me. And overall, great pick. Ulti provides CC, Q provides CC. What is it? The E. I don't know the names either. So you guys are gonna have to. If you didn't play the champion, then you're pretty much screwed on knowing what I'm talking about. But that's gonna be okay. Overall, Leona just provides a lot of CC. Now, Infeed is actually taking Tristana, which is a little bit surprising. I don't know if I've seen Infeed on Tristana, but I may be behind on some things. Tristana is not the best, in my opinion, for AD carries. She does have an escape, but I guess it depends on how he's going to use it. You can use it to engage, you can get a reset and get out, but it's kind of dependent on the player on how good Tristana can be. And then Gragas. I'm only going to assume Gragas is going bottom lane. I guess he could go top lane as well. But Gragas offers a lot of long range poke. He can clear minions just fine. So I'm going to assume he's going bottom lane. And then on the purple team, we have Talith on Zyra. And you saw the games previous that Zyra's pretty dominant in team fights. She has a lot of CC. She has some poke with her plants. And then she has an ultimate, which can pop everyone up and do some nasty damage. Then you have Dynov on Maokai. I'm going to guess Maokai can go bottom, but he could go top as well. He has a great ultimate for team fights, especially if there's a lot of magic damage in it. He has some CC, he has some poke, but he's overall a great bottom because he has a lot of sustain with his passive. And then you have Maikei on Ahri, which was targeted banned towards him last game, correct? Or is it a her? I apologize.
I'm not sure.
Either way, that was a target ban towards that person last game. So I don't know if that person always goes bottom. Or do you know about that? Does Maikei go bottom
No, usually top.
all the time? Okay, so Ahri kind of seems like a bottom champion, but he very well could go top with her. And then Lee Sin, all around, also a good champion. He has some gap closing if he hits his Q. He has an ultimate that can kick people back. He has some shields, which is always nice. And then you have Sora on Urgot again, which he went bottom last game, but it's kind of in the air. I'm not really sure who's going to be going bottom this game for that team. It could be Urgot, it could be Ahri, could be Maokai. Really not too sure. There is only one Garrison on that team, and that's on Maokai. I like taking Garrison when I go bottom lane, but I'm not 100% sure about these teams. I usually also like a Garrison up top, and I think most teams do, so Dynog could be going top with Maokai with that Garrison. We'll see.
And lastly, I want to note a thing about Ahri. Ahri, as we were talking about, is not a champion that we see very often here. And here's your clue in about Ahri, guys. Make Ahri burn Spirit Rush, break off. Wait and see if she circles back around and then try and kill her. That makes Ahri players so mad. Because if you try and chase, they'll just kite you, or taunt you, or just orb you while you're trying to chase them, right? You get them to burn that first Spirit Rush and then back off. Then just break away, let it time out, and then go for him. And you can really mitigate a lot that an Ahri can do. So there's your fun fact today. And guys, I see a lot of people posting in the chat about how much they like Dominion, like the tournament. Hey man, we like putting on a show for you. I love doing this. This is my Saturday job. Like, I don't work at other jobs. I do this. I schedule for it because this is so cool. And I get to hang out with you viewers all the time. And I get to watch these games like live in person and record the show for you. And if you guys want to help out Dominate Dominion, here's what you can do. Here's something that I've been doing, and maybe I can get some more of you guys on board with it. When you play a game of Dominion, when you go into a game and you're playing that game afterwards or before the game, be like, hey, did you guys know there's a chat channel for Dominion players? I can tell you more about it after the game. And then after you get out of the game, just post about the DD chat channel and just be like, hey guys, there's a chat channel for Dominion players if you guys are interested. And then tell them how to join the chat channel, because a lot of people just don't know how to do that, because there's nothing that really tells you how. So, just after the game, be like, hey man, there's a chat channel for people that play Dominion, and we all hang out there and talk, Click the little button in the lower right-hand corner, and then click the other button and make the little field show up. Click chat rooms control panel in the lower right corner, click create or join a chat room, type in Dominate Dominion, hit enter, and then once you're in the little window, click the little gearbox in the upper right corner of the chat room window and click auto join so you never have to worry about it again. And oh man, that'll bring in some people, at least to check it out if nothing else. And we need more people. Yeah, if you're on Europe West server, the chat channel name is Dominion. They have their own tournaments and stuff over there. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to intro these teams right here real quick before this game gets started. This is Finals Game 1 of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament here. This is going to be Pays, Evelynn, Child Support versus We're Pretty Much a Big Deal. Pays, Evelynn, Child Support consisting of Infeed playing as Tristana, Booberry playing as Leona, Panzers playing as Wukong, Painkiller playing as Annie, and Confidaris playing as Gragas. I'm one half of your casters this week. I am Gandair, and casting with me is...
TheFeedski, and we have Talith PA on Zyra, Dianov on Maokai, Mike on Ari, Netheramaran on Lee Sin, and Soran on Urgot. Soran on Urgot. Yay. The one and only.
And for people asking, yes, Europe West is the server. They have their own Dominion tournament over there. Sometimes they come over here and watch ours, and they're real cool guys over there. Their chat channel is called Dominion, and you can join it if you're over there on that server. And their tournament is the 4 Players Liga tournament. It happens on, if you're in the States, it happens on Sundays at like 5, not 5, it happens Sundays at like 9 a.m. And if you're over there in Europe, it's on Saturdays at, or Saturdays or Sundays, I forget. It's at
Wait, are they behind?
No, they're ahead, so...
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're ahead. It's at a reasonable time of day at night, if you're in Europe. Over here, it's 9 a.m. I gotta be up to...
Over here, it's totally unreasonable early in the morning.
Oh,
and
my
then it's,
my cursor. I've been trying to get my cursor out. It just won't work. There we go. Oh, no? Not this time either?
You got it. You can do this, Gandair. Come on,
Well, I've been trying to get the loading
cursor.
screen to show up in XSplit, but it's been throwing a fit. It's been stuck on the overlay the whole time. Oh, there it goes. It didn't pick up the loading... It never transitioned to loading screen at all. And then once the game actually loaded in, it kicked over to the game, and I'm like, why?
Nice,
The
nice.
load screen. Alright. I tried to click to move. I've actually been playing recently. It's weird. Alright. Look at these two teams. We're gonna see some starting items and stuff like that. Or I could just hide them and hold the items hostage. And be like, hey, donate $5 so you don't get to see items. And just, like, be, like, a supervillain. But I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
and
do
then
that.
and then we're just gonna get poured with donations. There's just gonna be $5 donations everywhere. That's totally what's gonna happen. They want to see the items that badly.
Just hold the entire screen hostage. Be like, alright, it's close in zoom, camera center on Annie only.
Mm-hmm. And a pause.
I can
Why am I
zoom
not
on
surprised?
I think they're waiting for someone to connect. I'm pretty sure, because if you look, Micaiah hasn't connected, and neither has not Panzers. Neither has Painkiller.
Alright, well, there's one.
Yeah, you could straight buy Lantern. I actually didn't realize that at first. No Wowix in this game, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Wait, why is there a pause? There's no Wowix. What's going on here?
Painkiller has a connection thing on load sometimes, but it's not too common, I think. This is Finals Game 1, guys. This is a best-of-3 series, which means there are potentially 3 games. This game is made in the tournament draft mode, by the way, which is why you can pause in this one. In custom 5v5s that are made in tournament draft, you can pause the game. You can't do it normally because that's not cool.
Mind blown. But you can send a pause request for some reason in normal games, right? But it doesn't actually do anything.
Huh. That's
Because
interesting.
I've put /pause in a couple custom games, and then it's like sending pause request, and then it gets my hopes up a little bit, and then I asked the other team if they could please pause it for a quick moment, and they're like, "What are you talking about?"
Without fail.
Yes, Angular has returned. I believe he's busy.
That's brilliant. Alright.
So are they back? It said he reconnected.
I don't know. Well, it usually takes a moment because you reconnect and then your screen has to load and stuff like that. If you
Yeah.
try and load too fast, the map loads, but none of the objects do, so all the champs are invisible and so are the towers. I'm sure someone's had that glitch before. That's pretty interesting.
Oh, yes. I guess I'll take this time to mention that Facebook.com/DominateDominion currently giving away $10 ride points because we hit 2,000 Facebook likes. So if you go there, you'll see an awesome picture of an RP card to like, and then you'll be entered to win that $10 RP card. So make sure you do that. Facebook.com/DominateDominion.
You remember to not show the number side, right?
What? No. Yes.
I need to start going to more events, man. I'm running out of skin codes. We gotta
Yeah,
stop
I
up.
know, right? Come on, Gandair. Get us more codes to give away. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm probably going to MLG Anaheim in June. That's the end of June.
I need to get to one where you're going.
Anaheim in June. It's 28th through 30th.
It's
If anyone
always
is-
so iffy.
If anyone's in the California area that wants to go to MLG Anaheim, get in touch with me after this. I love hanging out with people from DD Chat at events and stuff. But we will worry about that later. Right now, we got the Poke War going to start off up here at the top. And the plants! Leona doing a little bit of gardening up
Desire
here.
plants.
Oh, there's plants and plants.
Plants on plants on plants. I'm sorry, I will never try to become a rapper again. I apologize.
Good. This career was short-lived and only minorly successful. Oh, Leona tagging with the Zenith Blade right there. Gets the stun off on Talith PA. Lee Sin safeguards in, tries to keep him alive. Not able to do so, unfortunately, though. Fight continues to break out. Infeed shielded a little bit, keeping him alive just a little bit longer, though, but he still eventually goes down. And Wukong pick up the double kill on that right there. Dynov getting low on health, having to get chased away here. And Annie on the way back. We'll see how this plays out with Annie here.
Wukong has full health. He hasn't used revive at all.
And Panzers has got a lot going for him right now because Panzers can still die off and get to this fight. And I think everyone else has burned theirs except for Maokai. Maokai hasn't yet either. So if they are able to get this point, that will be good. And Panzers is going to go down, unfortunately, to Ari right there. And they're stacked up, guys. Don't do this. You need to spread out on points. The reason
Normally it would matter, but at this point I think they're way too far away. But I'm not sure
Yes.
about Wukong's revive there. I think some people again like to make plays off revive instantly, but I think it's better to just hold it off. Because that point was obviously gone. It was capped. He could have just waited 10 seconds and not had to use his revive and use it for a later time.
Uh-oh, Bluebear going around the back. Might be able to connect with Lee Sin over there. We'll see how that goes. Tags him with the stun. Gets him with the Zenith Blade. Infeed over the wall. Jump in. Infeed playing Tristana again in the finals. Interesting to see there. Talith PA. Great Solar Flare. Locking him down. Defensive Garrison goes off to make it capturing a little bit more difficult there. Dynov throws down the Maelstrom. And Maelstrom is like the most powerful defensive build you can get on this map right there. See how long it prolonged his lifespan right there. Enables the towers to get a lot of damage in right there. And Ari gets the double kill. Ari could get a... Nope. Spirit Rush is down. Infeed would have to make a huge mistake for Ari to get that triple. Down the bottom lane, there's two big characters. And Samini's capturing a tower. People keep telling me I need to look at bottom lane more often. Every time I do that, there's nothing going on. And the second I go away from it... Wait,
Two big characters.
Not quite gonna get neutraled, unfortunately, right there. Yeah, two huge characters, man. Urgot and Gragas, they have the biggest... We'll worry about that later. Netherman coming down here to gank right now. Slows down the exhaust on Confidarius. Tags him, does some damage. Oh, that cast! Flings Netherman right alongside him. Blueberry coming down from the back. Is able to get a hold of Sauron right there for a little bit of a stun, but doesn't have any damage to back it up. Painkiller coming down with Annie now. We'll see if Annie can solve the problem of Sauron, and does get him there. Now, I don't know if Blueberry should have burnt that stun right there, because Annie had already stunned him, but I guess that's okay.
Sometimes you're not quick to realize that you should chain CC.
Yep. Oh, Panzer's barely alive right there. He needs to get out of here before he gets turned into a little winter jacket. Infeed takes a little bit of damage from that sapling, but whatever, it's not that big a deal. Infeed is opting for... Wow, that's a BF sword straight up on Tristana right there. Netherman gets tagged. Solar Flare goes down, and it makes a small smoldering crater. And Lee Sin gets a free trip back to the summoner platform. Talith PA finds infeed, does some damage, but those plants really didn't connect at all, unfortunately. And Talith retreats from the area. Moving on up towards the upper part of the map right here. Micaiah is still hanging back. Gonna get caught by Ari right there. Gonna take some damage from Panzer. Spirit Rush has been activated. And has one charge left on it. Infeed goes in, able to take care of Maokai there. And Micaiah just barely escaping once more. Micaiah is really, really good at, oh man, over the wall. Everything bad happened to Talith PA at once. And that's a line effect. Oh, gonna break off that cap right there. And which buys enough time for Dynov to get back up here and keep this tower neutral.
Yeah, I don't think Blueberry's gonna be able to hold this without dying.
No, but he's gonna be able to play it for a little while. And durable and delay is the name of the game. Now, he could have recalled and come back up with his team, but his team is right around the middle of the map anyway. So it could have gone either way. Confidaris is retreating a little bit. His health getting dangerously cheesy right there. And it looks like a couple of people are coming down for a gank. Oh, the CV. The CV goes down. Sauron begins retreating immediately, but it's just not quite enough time.
And he'll go down with minions.
Yep. Micaiah throws away the taunt right there, but he's going to have a couple seconds and it will be right back. So nothing to worry about there. Fairly short cooldown on that. Another man coming around.
I think Gragas got a little greedy going back in for the damage there. He could have easily gotten away. Tristan was going to pick that kill up, no problem.
Blueberry doesn't connect with the Solar Flare up at the top, but does land a Zenith Blade and stun. They are able to pick up that kill just fine. Zera does have the plants, but oh, Blueberry going to get interrupted right there. And there goes the Twisted Advance. Maokai doing a really good job. Oh, the defensive garrison there, but the Maelstrom popped really early, so he's not going to have that at his disposal for a little while in order to be able to turtle up here. Now Netherman goes down. Micaiah gets CC'd immediately. With that Spirit Rush going, dodges in and out of the fight a little bit, but Infeed is in a great spot to be able to pursue. But did not have the rocket jump available, it looked like, to be able to close the distance, unfortunately. And Micaiah has a lot of mana, and can still keep things a little from... Whoa, that graphical effect of the thing falling in feet through the air, pretty cool right there. But being that low on health is just too risky for Ari to stay around.
Looks like Sauron's doing a good job on Confrontarius down bottom. Oh, and he's down. He missed a casket as well, so Sauron wasted an ulti. Or not Sauron. He got his enemy to waste an ulti, rather. And he's just going to go ahead and head back. Does Gragas... He has Revive up. Gragas actually does have Revive up, so Sauron may have been able to start capping his point and waste Gragas' Revive and then go back. But... he may have been worried that the enemy team is going to come down to kill him.
Up at the top here, Maokai takes a little bit of damage. The top point is being held by Painkiller right now. And there's just a lot going on at this little intersection up here. Neither team really deciding to commit to an engagement or anything quite yet. Solar Flare goes down, tags Talith PA, fight breaks out. The Maelstrom is up, however, and trying to kill people inside of a Maelstrom is always a very difficult task because it is... gives so much damage reduction. Infeed's Tristana is able to escape the fight, and Leona breaks off, and they're going to give up that tower. They have plenty of Nexus health. They'll be able to just come back for it later. The Clairvoyance wears out. Now they have 2 Clairvoyances on that team, which is really important. They keep getting thrown down around this bottom half of the map. Sauron's been using his to cover to see if he's getting ganks or not, and up at the top, Talith has been using his to spot for wherever the enemy team's at. Blueberry does not connect with the Zenith Blade, unfortunately. He did not quite have enough range to reach. Confidaris and Blueberry down here on the lower end of the map, and it looks like Leona heading back up towards the top now. Both teams moving around in the jungle, neither one really aware of where the other one's at. They're still waiting on vision effect cooldowns. Panzers is going to get that. That is okay right there. And Graga's coming up, going to help kill Talith PA there. Maelstrom not quite early enough to save. Now that's going to be on cooldown for a little bit. So they do have the potential to make a play for Mao here, or for the team in general, without having access to that increased damage reduction. They go straight in, keeping their eye on Netherman to try and drive him out of the fight. Dynov sticks his head out and takes a lot of damage for his trouble. Micaiah doing a lot of hurt there, but oh, the Solar Flare, Leona taking her down. And now Netherman is going to be just barely able to escape. Dynov is going to get taken down by Infeed, not Panzers, unfortunately. And, oh, not able to connect. Lee Sin does not get that kill on Infeed, and they're going to turn around the top point.
Infeed's actually playing Tristana very well. I'm actually kind of surprised considering they have a Zyra, a Maokai, Ahri, and a Lee Sin. That's kind of tricky to play an AD carry with those champions. Maokai has a lockdown, Zyra has a stun, Ahri has a charm, Lee Sin has a Q that can dash to you instantly. But Infeed's doing very well.
So I'm down here in the bottom lane, just farming minions. I try and get my camera on bottom lane whenever I can, but, well... Bottom lane is probably the most important position in the entire game, because if your bottom lane is not consistent, it screws up everything for top. So, you do have to have a pause.
Pause.
Something
Why
happens.
am I not surprised?
DominateDominion standard finals always pause.
Always and forever.
It's good, though, that they have a pause function, though, because, man, it would be
Definitely.
just brutal if you just had someone... Like,
I don't
imagine
think we'd
having to
I don't think we'd have a
having to reset.
finals that was fair, ever. Like, I think there's pretty much been a pause in every single final ever played in DominateDominion.
Maybe.
Red Team's Nexus is at 75.
I don't know, you're the stats guy, I'm sure you got it.
For pauses, that's actually one thing I don't track, but we've
Oh,
had
come on, Gandair, get with it.
Okay, I'll add to the list. No problem.
Come on.
All the Grezes you could see forever on this screen. It's all sparkles and shiny. You guys saw that. It's all the vision. And I do have LOL replay, guys. Just for asking in the chat. Now, both teams are just kind of... This is a game of incomplete information right now. Everyone's vision is down at the moment, so no one has any idea where anyone else is. They're just kind of guessing. And seeing Ahri check right there, there's a CV there, finally came up, so they are able to see what's going on, so they know where it's safe to move, because nobody wants to get caught. Having all those vision effects get used up at the middle of the map a minute ago, like, really created that moment where nothing was happening, because neither one knew anything. Solar Flare goes down, tags Dynov, but that's really not who they wanted it to be on. They would have probably rather had it on somebody else right there. Painkiller's Molten Shield's about to go down, so he does have a couple seconds that he can use it. And Infeed with the barrier right there does get obliterated by Mikaya's Ahri there. Just straight running them over. And now Booberry is trying to defend this point as best he can, but his cooldowns are just not syncing up the way that he wants it. And a couple revives coming out right now, though. Infeed with the rocket jump gets that kill. Can have one more. There we go. Rocket jump over the other way. Stun goes down on Dynov. Infeed, is he going to pick up the triple here? Are we going to see it? Oh, no, not quite. Dynov is getting away. Infeed, can you get there? Safeguard Lee Sin. Helping out. He's saving the rainforest right there.
That was very close.
Quest received.
You got Leona. Nope. They know Leona's there. Leona hanging out in the middle of the map. Ahri with that sweeper, Hextech sweeper. Great item to have. I highly recommend getting it. Leona's got one too. So Wukong's got a Grez's. And Tristana's got a Grez's. So much vision. Oh. That connected. And Blueberry taking some damage right there. Infeed jumps in. Solar Flare goes off. But Infeed just doesn't have a lot of health. And manages to get out to the edge of the fight. Which means Infeed can still contribute here. If he's able to hang back, but he does not want to walk in that Maelstrom, because walking in that Maelstrom and it popping is just going to be instant death right there. And Mikaya popping up right there to take down Tristana. Panzers, oh. He is able to get away from Ahri right there. Looks like Maokai is going to take the Storm Shield. Talithpay hang out in the bottom, zoning Blueberry away. And neither team's really got a play. Neither team really has a play that they can make here, unfortunately.
No, I'm sure we're going to be seeing teams going down bottom shortly, just because it is a quest. Gragas and Urgot aren't the hardest to gank. Gragas does have his E to escape. Urgot doesn't have as much. He has his ultimate, but it's not much of an escape as it is.
Yep. Up at the top, Infeed. Just getting a little bit of minion kills up there. Clearing a creep wave is actually worth more than a champion. Champion will give you 100 gold. Killing a whole creep wave give you 130. So figure that out. The Solar Flare
Oh,
doesn't
the
really
miss.
anything, unfortunately, but the Zenith Blade still connects, and it looks like that is still going to be enough to take down Sauron. However, Confidaris does go down in the exchange. The entirety of
Nexus is at 50% health.
Pretty Big Deal is coming down. And they change after they find out Urgot has revived, and they go back to the top. Okay, guys, I'm a complete liar.
Yeah, that solar flare could have definitely saved grounds there.
Up here at the top of the map, the plants. Oh, Painkiller flash in, throws down the tippers, gets a bunch of damage off there before the Maelstrom can come up. And that's a good play to make there, being able to contribute that before it can get reduced at all. You got Ari running away right there. Spirit Rush has been used once and is going to be down soon. Which means if Ari circles back, won't have it to use. However, Micaiah is going to go back to the summoner platform to heal. Blueberry coming up to the top here. They want to connect with Zyra because Zyra is the one that's going to be able to deal the most damage here. And they want to just limit that because Zyra has so much AoE. The Solar Flare, where are you going, Blueberry? That's 2 in a row. If you get one more strike, Blueberry, you are out.
Uh-oh, infeed.
Infeed. Oh!
NCC, is it gonna do it? Yes, it is.
Ari sniper from the back. Defensive garrison is down on the tower right now. Blueberry is trying to stay alive right there, but Micaiah's Ari is a battle station and has plenty of more shots to fire. Enderman is taking a little bit of damage from that BF2 right there. Painkiller's hanging out. He just wants to keep the poke up and try and delay as much as he can. But once they move to that side of the tower, he no longer has the middle of it to kind of bounce back and forth across. So he's just going to go ahead and let them have it and wait for his teammates before making a play. Wait for your teammates, guys! It's another big tip I can give you. Don't
That is a very
1v4.
important thing.
If there's a bad fight, just back off. It's only going to be 20 seconds, if that. Just wait for your
You
team to
don't
come
always
back.
have to initiate in Dominion. You can wait in the jungle for a bit for your teammates to get back up, because the odds will be with you if you wait patiently.
Netherman getting the damage right there. Micaiah, walks right into the Solar Flare. Infeed jumps over the top and is completely able to capitalize. Takes her down very easily there. Jumps back over the wall, starts firing off at Dynov, staying just outside of the Maelstrom. But, Zyra, why would you do that to Infeed? That's a Yordle. That's abuse. Yordle abuse. Zyra hates Yordles. The Forest is angry. Zyra and Maokai able to win that fight. And down the bottom lane, there's those two big dudes.
It's pretty much an even matchup. I've been watching it from time to time. It looks like we have Leona and Annie heading down here, though.
Urgot is... what? Yeah, Urgot's only like 500 gold ahead. That's it. So he's doing pretty alright down there.
It's not gonna be for long.
Sauron might get an all-expense-paid trip back to the summoner platform, courtesy of Confidarius. Everyman comes down here to try and defend the point. The entire rest of the team is following this. See Panzer's Wukong on the minimap, heading straight for the windmill, knowing that all 5 of them are down here. He knows that he can just go up there and take control of that, no problem. That's where the real play is right now, guys. Leona gets taken down. They are able to defend that point, but they're going to lose the windmill.
No one on PEX had revived, so this could be dangerous. They could be getting the quest on whatever the new team name they are. What are they again?
We're really good at things.
Yes.
Something like that. Painkiller is going to get killed, unfortunately, and the point is going to get neutral, thanks in part to purple caster minions there. And they're trying really, really hard to take... See, Panzer's got the windmill. He's descending down here. See that ping go off in the middle of the map there. He's going to go over to the drill instead and try and pull off a neutral on it, while the entire 5-man team is down here dealing with Infeed and Confidarius. Pops his revive, gets back down here on the field. Looks like Micaiah is going to recall back, and so is Dynov, but he's going to get the neutral guaranteed off on this. He probably can't get the full cap.
This whole time, Wukong has been pulling a Pooters. He went top, capped that, went straight to middle because no one responded to them on top. They're finally just now responding to him at middle points, leaving or getting them off of the bottom point. So we'll see if they can get that back.
Enderman has Solar Flare to the face. Lee Sin did not see that coming at all. Although since he's blind, I argue he should be completely immune to that because it's light. But I don't program the game. Talos PA also gets a free trip back to the summoner platform, in-feed and lawnmower mode down here at the bottom. Gonna rocket jump up forward, try and take out Sauron. That was a great play by Blueberry's Leona right there. That was just an amazing lead on that Solar Flare.
That was a good job. I'm not sure Wukong needed the ultimate to finish that off. I think he wanted to be safe and make sure Leona didn't die. But I'm sure he'll be up by the next time he needs it.
Painkiller was doing something good down here in the bottom lane. He was trying to zone away the enemies so his ally could cap, but a couple of very well placed plants by Leona kept him from being able to get in range where he could click on the tower at all, so completely foiled that play for that bottom point. Otherwise, they might have gotten a neutral off down there and kept it tied at 2-2, but for right now, it looks like we're a pretty big deal, is still in the lead in this game. The Sapling Sentinel's up here just hanging out. Oh no, that one quit! That one left. Went home. Blueberry down here taking some damage, but Leona can take some damage. Only some. You don't want Leona to take all of the damage because that's bad.
She actually took quite a lot of damage, but she has the Storm Shield, so it doesn't really make.
Sauron, position reverser onto the tower, gives him that defensive advantage right there. Immediately starts unloading on infeed. Infeed pops the barrier, which kept him alive for a moment before Lee Sin was able to take him down. Netherman's trying to fight Confidar as best he can. Exhaust goes off. Safeguards to... What? What?
Wow.
You can... The tower's a thing?
Go, 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 go. Go!
Yes! Lee Sin! Safeguard tower OP.
That was an amazing play.
The tower is a people, and it helped Netherman win.
Now, Gragas kind of threw two people out of Leona's Solar Flare, which could have been the game changer right there.
Oh, wow. That flash into still getting chased by the Twisted Advance right there. Donov able to connect with Annie and get the root to take him down. Infeed, nope. He's going to leave. He has nothing to do with that. Infeed abandons the thread at maximum velocity. Warp 9 disengagement right there. Dynov gets a free trip back to the summoner platform. And Talon's freaking PA. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, that was...
That was brutal right there. Up at the top, though, Painkiller, Netherman loves towers, best friends with the towers.
That was nicely executed.
In the middle of the map, Blueberry is... Oh, he found Dynov! And Dynov found Blueberry, and there's a little bit of action going on right there. Blueberry takes some damage. Netherman still alive at the top. Painkiller getting the poke off with Disintegrates. Oh, and the stun right there. Painkiller might be able to finish Netherman off with it. Nope, tries to go out through the minion. Not able to do so, unfortunately. Panzer's with the ultimate there, doing some work. Dynov on the point with the Maelstrom, and a Maokai on with Maelstrom and Garrison. Hard to unseat from a tower. That took so much time to kill him there. And it prevented them from getting the neutral for quite a bit, especially with the minion wave that they had in their favor on that. But they were able to ultimately get it, but they took a lot of damage they didn't need to take. Panzers, that's not a good place to be. He's just going to sit there for a while.
They tried. They're pretty much screwed.
Oh, no! Infeed, please!
Oh, wow.
Red team has captured a win.
This is very nice.
Oh, that was
Red team is
too perfect.
By Lee Sin, that is.
That was too perfect. And it looks like they're going to take home this game, man. They've got
That's
this one
gonna be
under
game
control.
one. Yeah.
So game one is going to, we're a pretty big deal in this finals.
They are a pretty big deal. Wow. Yeah, they took game one quite convincingly. It was 0-156.
That's a fair margin
Fair,
to win
yeah,
at.
it's fairly close.
A lot of back and forth forecapping that game too. A lot of aggression from each team.
Yeah, there was. You know, I actually thought they would follow the MMKH flowchart a lot more than they did. And if you don't know what that is, that just means ganking bottom constantly.
Because it changes the names on the friends list too, so we'd all know. Big thing on that. And we're like, guys, this makes more. You have to hit the 30. And then, okay. Like, what are we gonna do that? Okay.
Yes, Sylvia.
The MMKO flowcharts, MMKH flowchart.
Man, that Lee Sin play, Lee Sin at the end of that game was just, he loves towers and he hates Tristanas. That
He was
basically
definitely
sums it up.
using the points to his advantage, that is for sure.
I'm gonna make a highlight clip of next week. Wait, guys, who here thinks... No, there's no 50Ks. Is there? No. There's some 40Ks.
Oh, I left. I couldn't tell you.
It was a long game, too.
I
Although
think
there were pauses, though.
Let's see. What did I'm looking at the stream there. How much did Ari do? 30, almost 38,000.
Yeah, 37K on Ari, pretty good. Micaiah leading for damage. Let's take a look at time spent dead, because some people really like that one, too. And it looks like this game it's going to be... It's going to be Painkiller, Graveyard Hero. 217. And then we have Ari, who just doesn't believe in the afterlife, so there you go. And
Ari did quite well. Yeah, I now see why they targeted banned Ari.
yeah, we're gonna kick over to a commercial real quick, and then Feedski, are we doing RP after that?
We are, sir.
All right, guys, make sure you're following the Twitch channel. We're gonna cut to a commercial real quick, and then we're just gonna give away some RP because we just have so much RP that we just don't care anymore. And you guys can have some of it, but you have to be following the Twitch channel and logged into your Twitch account. You got to be in the chat for it. More info on that in just a couple of moments here. Where'd my cursor go? Aha.